Whew. College is a hot topic right now. During these past few months, there's been an assessment of college students coming back to campus alongside the restrictions placed in different states. Then colleges said they wouldn't even allow international students back to campus if their university was fully online. Then they reversed that opinion amidst many lawsuits, and now colleges are doing a second assessment of how they're going to allow students back to campus. So this episode cannot be more perfectly timed. How do you pick a college when the criteria keeps changing every day? If you're deciding where to go right now, you need to consider if your college has hybrid options, the class sizes, or if they're going to be fully online, which adds another dimension to the college process. So, hi, I'm Roman Vi, and this is To Choose a College, Episode 4, College Criteria. Be careful with your criteria. It is the dangerous two-headed monster of the college process. Of course we need criteria. We depend on it. Unfortunately, criteria changes and adapts just as majors do while you're in college. The criteria that you think is immutable now might be minuscule later. And those who keep criteria at the helm of their college process go wrong quickly. The friend that will only consult College Confidential or Niche for information will likely get the screaming online personas of moms and transfer students. Those who are unhappy post about it. Just think, are you more likely to write a review of something if you are angry or when you're satisfied? In good ways and bad, always remember that colleges are businesses. Colleges are brands. If you search through College Confidential or Niche long enough, you're sure to get turned off to almost every college. Now, to safely approach the menacing jaws of college criteria, you must add only the correct amount of importance to it. This means that when you establish which things differentiate a college for you, and these things can be subjective or objective as you want them to be, you're going to add a point value system to these words. If you feel the degree name you should get should reflect a growing technology in the workforce, then maybe your degree name might get allocated a 3.5 out of 5. You might not care about a deeply personalized small school or a warm large school, so you would give that a 1.5 out of 5. You then have to multiply these values by their respective weights to keep everything within the same metric. Now keep the math easy and don't think too hard. This is probably the most creative component of the college choice process. Now with all these recent changes, you may have to put class size and hybrid options near the top of your list if you consider those important. Let's go through one more example. So if I'm applying to two different colleges, colleges 1 and college 2, and I value for me my connections, my closeness to an active city for work, and the approachability of professors, I would assign a weighted importance of how highly I value all these characteristics. They have to be on the same scale or the math will get messed up. I'm going to assign a weighted importance of 3 for connections, 3.5 for closeness to an active city, and 3.5 for the approachability of professors. Then I'll dig deep within myself and really think about this criteria and how each college can be reflected in my point system. College 1 scores lower in connections and closeness to a city, but it wins in the approachability of a professor's category, while college 2 has a better chance of making important connections and it's a bit closer to the city, but the professors might give me the cold shoulder when I reach out. When I multiply these values by how important they are to me, I can see that college 1 wins. Yes! So the approachability of the professors outweighs the importance of the other college, so this college wins for me. Without this point system, I could be grappling with this in my head for weeks, but when I write it out on paper with all my point values and add them up, I can see the importance of an approachable professor outweighs the other categories, and now I've narrowed down my list. There are millions of other characteristics to consider, but don't worry, we have a full Patreon package with all of the research criteria you might even want to start yourself off on calculating. You can find a full pamphlet of our criteria chart, a show transcript, and an exclusive podcast from transfer students like you describing their criteria at patreon.com/tochooseacollege. Stay tuned after the show for an exclusive sneak peek of our 4th episode podcast. Now, this is the 4th episode of To Choose a College, so if you want more tips about letters of recommendation, Common App essays, and college tours online, click here. Next time, we're talking about the different types of decisions: rolling decision, early decision, regular decision. What does it all mean? That's next time. I'll see you then. And for everybody starting college, good luck. It's September. Wear your masks. I don't even know. 2, 3.
Okay.
Good.
Hi, my name's Sophie. I am a rising senior at Temple University, and I am a transfer student.
That that sounded like you were in a therapy session.
Yes. I saw the major, on like a website or something that they had, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. And then I have a habit of getting just overly excited about things.